The Humble Elephant. Once upon a time in a magical jungle, there lived a humble elephant named Ella. Ella loved to help everyone, big and small. She would always wear a smile while carrying fruits for the monkeys and helping the little birds reach their nests. One day, Ella saw a big, shiny fruit high up in a tree. The other animals gathered beneath the tree, hoping for a taste. Ella wanted to help her friends, so she wobbled up to the tree. Using her long trunk, Ella reached for the fruit, but it was way too high. The other animals cheered her on, saying, "You can do it, Ella!" Ella took a deep breath and pushed herself as high as she could. Suddenly, she lost her balance and tumbled into a soft bush, making all the animals giggle. Not giving up, Ella tried again. This time, she brought all her friends together. "Let's work as a team!" she shouted, full of enthusiasm. Ella and her friends formed a pyramid. The monkeys climbed on Ella's back, and the birds perched on the monkeys, reaching high toward the fruit. Together, they managed to grab the shiny fruit. Ella felt proud and happy that they worked as a team. They cheered and celebrated their teamwork. Instead of keeping the fruit for herself, Ella decided to share it with everyone. "Let's enjoy this together," she said with a big smile. From that day on, the animals learned that working together and being humble made them happy. Ella continued to help everyone, becoming a true friend to all. The jungle echoed with laughter, and Ella was happy knowing that it was her humble heart and teamwork that made all the difference. Fun adventure of Humpty, Dora, and Bujji. Once upon a time in a sunny village, there lived a cheerful egg named Humpty. Humpty loved to roll around and have fun with his friends, Dora and Bujji. One day, Humpty woke up and shouted, "Let's go on an adventure!" Dora quacked in excitement and said, "Yes! Let's find the magical rainbow!" Bujji, the playful bunny, jumped up and down saying,
"I want to see the rainbow too."
Humpty decided to gather their supplies for the adventure. The three friends set off on their adventure, singing happily. They passed fields of flowers, where butterflies danced in the warm sun. Suddenly, they stumbled upon a sparkling stream. "Let's splash in the water!" shouted Dora. Humpty giggled. "I hope I don't crack." After their splashing fun, they continued their journey. After some time, they saw a tall mountain. "The rainbow must be at the top!" exclaimed Bujji. The climb was tough, but they cheered each other on. "We can do it together," they chanted, with Humpty leading the way, rolling carefully. Finally, they reached the top. They looked around and saw the most beautiful rainbow stretching across the sky. "Woo!" they gasped in awe. "Let's make a wish," said Bujji. They closed their eyes and wished for many more adventures. The rainbow sparkled brightly, as if granting their wish. As the sun began to set, they decided to head home. With hearts full of joy, they promised to go on more adventures together. "The best is yet to come!" they cheered.
An apple of kindness. Kindness grows the sweetest fruit. Once upon a time, Dad went to the market and bought a shiny red apple. It was the most delicious apple he had ever tasted. He couldn't wait to share it with his two sons, Nick and Jack. When Dad got home, he showed the apple to his two sons. Nick, the elder brother, was excited to taste it, but instead, he gave the apple to his younger brother Jack to eat. Jack was surprised and grateful for his brother's kindness. As Jack took a bite of the apple, he noticed something strange. The apple tasted different from any other apple he had ever eaten. It was sweet, but not too sweet, and it had a unique flavor that he couldn't quite describe. Nick was curious about why his younger brother was enjoying the apple so much. He asked Jack what was so special about it. Jack replied, "I don't know, but it just tastes different. It's like it has a special ingredient that makes it extra delicious." Dad overheard their conversation and smiled. He said, "The secret ingredient in that apple is humility. It was grown by a farmer who always puts others before himself, and that's why it tastes so special." Nick and Jack were amazed. They had never heard of an apple grown with humility before. They realized that the reason the apple tasted so good was that it was grown with love and kindness. They learned that being humble and putting others first is the key to happiness. From that day on, Nick and Jack made a promise to always be humble and kind to others. They even planted a humility apple tree in their backyard to remind them of the lesson they learned. The tree grew tall and strong, and every year it produced the most delicious apples anyone had ever tasted. And so, Nick and Jack lived happily ever after, always remembering the lesson they learned from the humility apple. They grew up to be kind and humble adults. They always shared their apples with others, spreading love and kindness wherever they went.
3 little friends. Once upon a time, in a bustling meadow on the outskirts of a cozy little forest, lived 3 inseparable friends: Sammy the squirrel, Lily the bunny, and Milo the mouse. They spent their days playing hide and seek, collecting berries, and going on exciting adventures together. One sunny afternoon, while exploring the meadow, the 3 friends stumbled upon a beautiful, rainbow-colored butterfly fluttering in the air. They were mesmerized by its shimmering wings and graceful flight. Sammy, Lily, and Milo decided to follow the butterfly deeper into the forest, eager to discover where it came from. As they ventured into the dense trees, they encountered a tricky maze of branches and bushes. The friends faced many challenges in the maze, from steep hills to thorny thickets. But they never lost hope, supporting each other and working together to overcome every obstacle in their path. Finally, after much perseverance and collaboration, Sammy, Lily, and Milo emerged from the maze to find themselves in a breathtaking glade filled with colorful flowers and sparkling streams. And there, at the center of it all, was the magnificent rainbow butterfly. the butterfly revealed itself to be a guardian of the forest, imparting wise lessons about friendship, kindness, and loyalty to Sammy, Lily, and Milo. They listened intently, understanding the true value of their friendship and the bond that held them together. With newfound wisdom and a deeper appreciation for their friendship, Sammy, Lily, and Milo bid farewell to the rainbow butterfly, setting off on a journey back to their beloved meadow. Their hearts were filled with warmth, gratitude, and a promise to always stand by each other's side. As they reached the meadow, the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in a symphony of colors. Sammy, Lily, and Milo sat down under the twinkling stars, sharing stories of their adventures and relishing the joys of togetherness. And so, the tale of the three little friends, Sammy the squirrel, Lily the bunny, and Milo the mouse, became a cherished legend in the meadow, inspiring all creatures to value kindness, unity, and the enduring magic of friendship. The end. Exploring Chonkiland, a sweet adventure story.
Once upon a time, there was a girl named Chonkiland who lived in a small town. One day, while exploring the nearby forest, Chonkiland discovered a mysterious portal hidden among the trees. Without thinking twice, she decided to cross it and find out what was on the other side. When Chonkiland crossed the portal, she was amazed to see an incredible landscape. The trees and plants were made of sweets, with candy leaves and marshmallow flowers. The rivers were filled with chocolate, and the air smelled like cotton candy. Chonkiland realized that she had arrived in a magical realm called Chonkiland. Chonkiland began to explore Chonkiland and encountered adorable creatures. There were chocolate rabbits hopping around, sugar fairies flying among the trees, and cookie elves building edible houses. All the inhabitants of Chonkiland were friendly and happy to meet Chonkiland. To welcome Chonkiland, the inhabitants of Chonkiland organized a grand party. They set up a table filled with delicious desserts and magical drinks. Chonkiland had a great time dancing with the chocolate rabbits and playing with the sugar fairies. Everyone was delighted to have Chonkiland in their realm. Chonkiland decided to explore Chonkiland more thoroughly. She ventured into the candy forest, where the trees were tall and colorful. Following the sweet aroma emanating from a cave, she discovered a hidden treasure, a crown made of shiny candies. Chonkiland put it on and became the princess of Chonkiland. With the crown on her head, Chonkiland had the responsibility to care for and protect Chonkiland. However, she also had to face challenges. One day, a wicked licorice elf tried to steal the crown to rule the kingdom. Chonkiland showed her bravery and cleverness by defeating the elf and saving the crown. Chonkiland learned a valuable lesson in her adventure. Being a princess not only meant having a beautiful crown, but also being kind, brave, and caring for others. Chonkiland became a fair and beloved leader by everyone in Chonkiland. After spending a wonderful time in Chonkiland, Chonkiland decided it was time to return to her town. She bid farewell to all the inhabitants of Chonkiland and crossed the portal back. Although she would miss the magical realm, Chonkiland knew she would always have the memories and friendship of Chonkiland in her heart.
The heart of humanity. Ruby the cheerful rabbit, Ollie the wise owl, Sammy the playful squirrel, and Daisy the gentle deer. In a sunny meadow, 4 friends gathered under a big old tree. There was Ollie the wise owl, Ruby the cheerful rabbit, Sammy the playful squirrel, and Daisy the gentle deer. They loved to play together and share stories. One day, Ollie said, "Let's learn about humanity. It means being kind and caring for each other." The friends looked at each other, curious about what that meant. Ruby suggested, "Let's help someone today." They all agreed and decided to find someone in need. They hopped and scampered through the meadow, looking for a friend to help. Soon, they found a little bird who had fallen from its nest. "Oh no! We must help it," said Daisy. They all gathered around the tiny bird, worried but ready to help. Ollie said, "We can work together. Ruby, you can lift the bird gently. Sammy, you can climb up and place it back in the nest." They all nodded, ready to help. With teamwork, Ruby lifted the bird carefully, and Sammy placed it back in the nest. The little bird chirped happily, and the friends cheered. They felt proud of their kindness. As they walked back, Daisy said, "That felt wonderful. Helping others is what humanity is all about." The friends agreed, feeling warm inside from their good deed. They decided to make helping others a regular adventure. "Let's find more friends to help," said Sammy, bouncing with excitement. They all cheered, ready for their next mission. From that day on, Ollie, Ruby, Sammy, and Daisy became known as the Kindness Crew. They spread joy and kindness wherever they went, teaching others about the heart of humanity. And so the Kindness Crew learned that being kind and caring for each other is what makes the world a better place. They promised to always help others and spread love wherever they went. The end.
A Secret in the Night.
In an ordinary town, in an ordinary family, there lived an extraordinary cat named Jasper. He looked just like any other cat, with ears, whiskers, and a long tail. But there was something special about Jasper. He guarded his family's dreams. All day long he would lie in his bed. His family didn't have a clue why he slept so much. From time to time, he would wake up for a bite to eat and to play a little, and then go back to bed for another snooze. As nighttime approached and the family prepared for sleep, the cat would watch them carefully. Why? He would wait a little longer until everyone is asleep and all is dark and quiet. Jasper is wide awake and silent. He climbs to the roof to protect his family from noise, to ensure they have a good rest. Every night, this is his job. He waits, listening carefully. Suddenly, he recognized a familiar sound. He rushed towards it and saw his old friend, the dog. "Hey, Fido, you're making noise again," said Jasper. "I'm just howling at the moon." "But Fido, my family is sleeping nearby. Could you please stay quiet?" "Why, sure. Sorry." Then the cat heard a noise coming from the rooftop. Again he rushed towards it and saw the owl sitting on the roof and hooting. Jasper asked him, "Why are you making noise, my friend?" "I'm singing my song to the stars." "But Owl, my family is sleeping nearby. Could you please stay quiet?" "Why, sure, cat. Sorry." Everything went quiet, and the cat was happy. Unfortunately, the quiet didn't last long. There was another noise. Jasper ran to the sound and saw two strange cats making that terrible noise. He asked them, "Why are you guys making so much noise?" "We do what we want." "Listen, guys, my family is sleeping nearby. Could you please stay quiet?" What if we don't? What will you do then? Jasper thought a while and said, Then I'll scare you away. Scare us? Don't make us laugh, kitten. Oh, I will, the cat yelled. Help me, my friends. The dog and the owl showed up in the blink of an eye. The dog barked, the owl flapped his wings, and Jasper showed his claws. The rowdy cats were so scared that they turned and ran away. Jasper thanked his friends and told them he was very tired. They said goodbye to each other, and the cat ran back home. It was early morning, and the cat returned to his bed. Jasper's family woke up to find the cat fast asleep as usual. They never realized that Jasper guarded their dreams, but they loved him dearly because he was their favorite cat.
Lola, the Flower Girl. The heartwarming story of a little girl and her meaningful bouquets. Lola was a little girl who loved flowers. She loved the way they looked, smelled, and made her feel happy. One day, Lola decided that she wanted to show her family how much she loved them. She thought about how she could do this and came up with an idea. Lola would bring her family different flowers every day, each with a different name and meaning. On Monday, Lola woke up early and went outside to pick a flower for her family. She found a beautiful red rose and brought it inside. Lola's mom asked her why she had brought the rose, and Lola explained that it meant love. Her mom hugged her and thanked her for the beautiful flower. The next day, Lola woke up even earlier and went outside to pick another flower. She found a yellow daisy and brought it inside. Hopper the Frog! Lola's dad asked her why she had brought the daisy, and Lola explained that it meant happiness. Her dad smiled and thanked her for the lovely flower. On Wednesday, Lola found a purple lilac and brought it inside. Her brother asked her why she had brought the lilac, and Lola explained that it meant first love. Her brother blushed and thanked her for the pretty flower. The next day, Lola found a white lily and brought it inside. Her grandma asked her why she had brought the lily, and Lola explained that it meant purity. Her grandma hugged her and thanked her for the sweet flower. On Friday, Lola found a pink carnation and brought it inside. Her grandpa asked her why she had brought the carnation, and Lola explained that it meant gratitude. Her grandpa smiled and thanked her for the beautiful flower. The next day, Lola found a blue iris and brought it inside. Her aunt asked her why she had brought the iris, and Lola explained that it meant faith and hope. Her aunt hugged her and thanked her for the thoughtful flower. On Sunday, Lola found a sunflower and brought it inside. Her uncle asked her why she had brought the sunflower, and Lola explained that it meant loyalty. Her uncle hugged her and thanked her for the amazing flower. From that day on, Lola continued to bring her family different flowers every day, each with a different name and meaning. Her family loved the flowers and loved Lola even more for her thoughtfulness and love.
Bluppy, the dog, Joopy, the cat, Siren, the parrot. Bluppy, Joopy, and Siren's adventure for a cozy blanket. Bluppy, Joopy, and Siren realize their favorite cozy blanket is missing and huddle together, shivering. Bluppy barks, "We must find a new blanket," and Siren chirps, "Let's go on an adventure." They set off into the chilly night, determined to find warmth. They encounter their first challenge, a windy hill with the wind howling around them. Joopy leads the way with her fluffy tail high as they press on through the wind. At the top of the hill, they take a moment to catch their breath and enjoy the view. They venture into a mysterious forest which is dark and a bit scary. Siren whispers, "I hear something," as her colorful feathers shimmer in the moonlight. They discover a cave entrance with the sound coming from within. Inside the cave, they find a pile of soft, warm blankets. They wrap themselves in the blankets and feel the warmth spreading through their bodies. Bluppy, Joopy, and Siren realize they need more blankets for the journey back. They explore deeper into the cave and find another hidden stash of blankets. As they gather the blankets, they hear a friendly voice. It's Olivine, the wise old owl. Olivine shares stories of the forest and gives them advice on their journey. With Olivine's guidance, they set off back home, blankets in tow. They reach the windy hill again, but this time they are better prepared and work together to cross it. They spot a sparkling stream and decide to stop for a drink and rest. The friends share tales of their journey and plan for the future by the stream. As they continue, they find a field of flowers glowing under the moonlight. Siren collects a few flowers to remind them of their adventure. They hear a distant lullaby and follow the sound, discovering a family of glowing fireflies. The fireflies light up their path as they continue their journey. They encounter a playful squirrel who guides them to a hidden meadow. In the meadow, they find an ancient tree with a hollow filled with more cozy blankets. They take a moment to rest, feeling the true comfort of the blankets and the safety of the meadow. The friends share a heartfelt moment, reflecting on the strength of their friendship. With renewed energy, they set off towards home, feeling the warmth of their shared adventure. Back in their cozy home, they wrap themselves in the enchanted blankets they found. Joopy purrs, "It's not just the blankets that are keeping us warm." Bluppy adds, "It's our friendship and the adventure we shared," and they snuggle closer, feeling the true warmth of friendship. Please do like, share, and subscribe to Gen Z Ben Z Kids for more videos.
The Ungrateful Traveler.
The story begins on a dusty road stretching for miles. Two travelers, Tom and Jake, trudge along. The sun beats down relentlessly. Both are exhausted, wiping sweat off their brows as they walk.
Jake, I swear, if we don't find a place to sit soon, I'm going to collapse right here.
Tell me about it. I feel like we've been walking for hours. Not a single tree in sight.
No shade, no water, nothing but this dusty road.
We just have to keep going. There's bound to be something up ahead, right? Hey, look, over there. Is that a tree?
Finally! A tree! I thought I was hallucinating for a second.
Come on, we're almost there. Just a bit more.
Oh, thank goodness. Look at that shade.
I could lie here all day.
You know, for such a huge tree, it's kinda useless.
What do you mean?
It doesn't have any fruit. I mean, sure, it gives shade, but wouldn't it be better if it gave us something to eat too?
Tom, we're getting free shade. Isn't that enough for you?
I don't know. A tree should be useful for more than just shade, right? I mean, what's the point of it if it can't even give us food?
What was that?
I don't know, but it's coming from the tree.
So, you think I'm useless, do you?
Jake, did you hear that?
Who said that?
It is I, the tree, under whose shade you now rest. But it seems I am not good enough for you.
What? The tree is talking?
Yes. You think I should be providing you with fruit, do you? Because the shade I give isn't enough for you, is it? Ungrateful human.
I didn't mean it like that.
But you did. You only see what I do not give, not what I do. I shelter you from the sun, offer you a place to rest, and still you complain.
Say something. Apologize, man.
I'm sorry. You're right, great tree. I've been selfish. I didn't realize how much you've helped us.
It is easy to forget the gifts we receive when we focus on what we do not have.
I'll remember that. I'm truly sorry. I'll never take such kindness for granted again.
Well, that was something, huh?
Yeah, guess I needed that lesson.
Next time, maybe just be grateful for the shade, huh?
You got it, buddy. No more complaints from me. You know, maybe we should carry a fruit basket with us next time, just in case.
Moral of the story is, always be grateful to others for their help. Hopper the Frog.
In a small pond nestled deep within the enchanting woods resided a lively frog named Hopper, who harbored an insatiable yearning for the extraordinary. As he gazed up at the radiant moon, casting its ethereal glow upon the world, Hopper couldn't help but ponder what it would be like to soar among the stars, to dance among the clouds. His heart brimmed with curiosity and wonder, igniting a dream that would soon become an extraordinary adventure. Filled with boundless excitement, Hopper bounded towards his dear friends, eager to share his audacious plan that would defy the laws of nature. With a twinkle in his eyes and a leap in his heart, he revealed his grand vision of constructing a rocket that would carry them all to the moon. Hopper and his friends joined him in this daring endeavor, ready to embark on a journey that would forever change their lives and stretch the limits of their imaginations. United by a common purpose, Hopper and his friends gathered materials from the lush surroundings of their woodland home. They collected sturdy sticks, smooth stones, vibrant leaves, and even ancient bones, each item carefully chosen to contribute to the construction of their magnificent rocket. With laughter echoing through the forest, they worked tirelessly, transforming their humble creation into a marvel of engineering, a vessel that would carry them to the stars. The long-awaited day had finally arrived, the sky ablaze with the promise of adventure. Hopper and his friends eagerly prepared themselves for the exhilarating flight that awaited them. With hearts pounding and anticipation building, they climbed into the rocket, their spirits soaring as high as the heavens. As the countdown commenced, their excitement reached its peak, and with a thunderous roar, the rocket propelled them towards the unknown, leaving behind the familiar world they once knew. As Hopper and his intrepid companions ventured deeper into the vast expanse of space, they encountered a mesmerizing sight that left them in awe. Glittering fragments of space debris floated gracefully, reflecting the distant stars' luminous glow. Hopper skillfully maneuvered the rocket, avoiding each obstacle, teaching his friends valuable lessons about the delicate balance of the cosmos. They marveled at the beauty and fragility of the universe, realizing the importance of preserving its wonders. With a gentle descent, the rocket touched down on the moon's desolate surface, a world untouched by the hustle and bustle of life. Hopper and his companions eagerly stepped out, their eyes widening at the breathtaking lunar landscapes that stretched before them. They marveled at the moon's majestic craters, its towering mountains, and its tranquil valleys. Each step they took was filled with wonder and discovery as they unraveled the moon's secrets and etched their names in the annals of lunar exploration. With their mission accomplished and their hearts brimming with memories, Hopper and his friends bid a fond farewell to the moon, their lunar escapade coming to a close. They climbed back into the rocket, their spirits buoyed by the knowledge that they had fulfilled their wildest dreams. As they prepared for the journey home, they carried with them the lessons learned and the indomitable spirit that fueled their audacious adventure. The rocket roared to life once more, propelling them back towards their beloved pond, their hearts forever changed. Returning to their peaceful pond deep within the enchanting woods, Hopper and his friends regaled their fellow frogs with tales of their extraordinary exploits. They shared the wonders of the moon, the daring quest that had taken them to the stars, inspiring others to dream big and reach for the impossible. Their stories echoed through the forest, igniting a spark of curiosity and imagination in the hearts of all who listened. And so, Hopper and his friends basked in the warmth of their home, forever changed by their celestial odyssey.
Felix the Fox.
In a lush green forest, there lived a little fox named Felix. Felix was known for his curiosity and playful nature. One sunny day, while exploring the forest, Felix found a basket full of delicious berries. He was thrilled and wanted to share the berries with his friends. Felix rushed to his friends, a wise old owl named Oliver, a cheerful rabbit named Ruby, and a gentle deer named Daisy. He proudly showed them the basket of berries and said, "Look what I found! We can all share these berries." Oliver, with his keen eyes, noticed a small tag on the basket. It said, "These berries belong to Benny the bear." Oliver asked, "Felix, did you ask Benny if you could take these berries?" Felix hesitated, but then decided to tell the truth. "No, I didn't. I was so excited that I forgot to ask," he admitted. Ruby, always full of energy, said, "Let's find Benny and tell him the truth. He will appreciate your honesty." They all went to Benny's cave. Felix nervously approached Benny and said, "Benny, I found your basket of berries in the forest. I took them without asking, and I'm really sorry. I brought them back to you." Benny smiled warmly and said, "Thank you for being honest, Felix. I was worried when I couldn't find my berries. Because you told the truth, let's all share the berries together." Felix felt relieved and happy. He realized that telling the truth was the right thing to do. They all enjoyed the berries, and from that day on, Felix always remembered the importance of honesty. And so, in the heart of the forest, Felix and his friends learned that speaking the truth brings happiness and trust. The end.
Tortoise and Hare. The tale of true friendship. Once upon a time, Torty, the tortoise, and Hopsy, the hare, were the best of friends. They loved spending their days having fun in the fields, playing and laughing together. After a day of fun, they would sit under the big oak tree, watching the clouds drift by. Life was perfect when they were together. But one day, Torty had an idea. "I wonder what the city is like," Torty thought. "Maybe I'll visit without telling Hopsy." And so, while Hopsy was still resting, Torty quietly sneaked away, heading towards the city without telling his friend. The city was big, noisy, and so different from the quiet fields. Torty wandered through the bustling streets, amazed by everything. But while Torty was staring at the tall buildings, he didn't notice the uneven sidewalk. Suddenly, Torty tripped and fell. Torty was hurt and scared. He didn't know what to do. I should have told Hare, Torty thought. Humpty would have helped me. Meanwhile, Humpty woke up from the nap and noticed something was wrong. "Where's Torty?" Humpty asked, worriedly looking around. Humpty searched everywhere, under the tree, by the river, across the meadow, but Torty was nowhere to be found. Maybe Torty went to the city, Humpty thought, and without a second thought, Humpty dashed off toward the city in search of her friend. The city was loud and crowded, but Humpty didn't stop. She called out, "Torty, Torty!" searching every street and alley. Finally, after what felt like forever, Humpty saw Torty sitting on the sidewalk, hurt and sad. "Torty, there you are!" Humpty rushed over and knelt beside Torty. "Don't worry, I'm here now," Humpty said. "Let's get you home and fix you up." With Humpty's help, Torty slowly stood up. "Thank you, Humpty," Torty said. "I'm so glad you found me." Together, they walked back to the peaceful fields. Torty was hurt, but with Humpty by his side, everything felt okay. When they got home, Humpty carefully bandaged Torty's wound. "You'll be back to playing in no time," Humpty said, smiling. Torty looked at Humpty and realized what a true friend he had. "Thank you for always being there for me, Humpty," Torty said softly. From that day on, Torty never went anywhere without telling Humpty. They were closer than ever and their friendship stronger than before. Together, they watched the sun set over the fields, knowing that no matter what, they would always have each other. And so, Torty and Humpty continued to enjoy their days together, their bond unbreakable. Because true friends are always there for each other. Please do like, share, and subscribe to Gen Z Benji Kids for more videos.
Lily's Enchanted Forest. Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a little girl named Lily. Lily had a golden hair that shone like the sun. One day, as she was playing in her backyard, she noticed a small, mysterious envelope lying on the ground. Curiosity sparked in her eyes as she picked it up and opened it. Inside, she found an invitation to an enchanted forest. Excitement filled Lily's heart as she read the invitation. It said that the enchanted forest was a magical place where animals could talk and wonders awaited at every turn. Without a moment's hesitation, Lily decided to embark on this thrilling adventure. She packed a small bag with snacks and a map and set off towards the forest. As Lily entered the enchanted forest, she was greeted by a mischievous squirrel named Nutmeg. Nutmeg had a fluffy tail and bright twinkling eyes. He introduced himself and offered to be Lily's guide through the forest. Together, they ventured deeper into the magical woods, sharing stories and laughter along the way. In the heart of the enchanted forest, Lily and Nutmeg came across a wise old owl named Oliver. Oliver had a majestic appearance and a voice that commanded respect. He challenged Lily to solve a riddle to prove her wisdom. Determined to impress the wise owl, Lily listened carefully and pondered over the riddle. After much thought, Lily's eyes lit up with a brilliant idea. She confidently shared her answer with Oliver. The wise owl's eyes twinkled with delight as he confirmed that Lily had indeed solved the riddle. Impressed by her cleverness, Oliver bestowed upon Lily a special token of wisdom, a magical feather that would guide her towards the treasure. Following the guidance of the magical feather, Lily and Nutmeg ventured deeper into the enchanted forest. They encountered sparkling streams, colorful flowers, and friendly creatures along the way. Finally, they reached a hidden clearing where a magnificent tree stood tall. Nestled within its branches was the long-lost magical treasure. With excitement bubbling inside her, Lily reached out and touched the magical treasure. Instantly, a burst of shimmering light enveloped her. The treasure granted her a single wish. Lily closed her eyes and thought about what she truly desired. She wished for happiness and love to fill the world, spreading joy to everyone she knew. As the light faded, Lily opened her eyes to find herself back in her backyard. The enchanted forest had vanished, but the memories remained in her heart. Lily realized that the true treasure she had found was not the magical object, but the friendship she had formed with Nutmeg and Oliver. From that day forward, they remained friends forever, cherishing the magical adventure they had shared.
Sophie's magical wish.
When Christmas is coming, there's only one hot topic being discussed among the little animals in the forest: the magic tree. All you have to do is make a wish, and it will be granted. This is Bruin. He asked for a barrel of honey. This is Foxy. She wished for a fluffy tail for herself. And that's Bunny. He wants some carrots. In a small, cozy house deep inside the forest, there lived a lovely family of squirrels. Father, mother, and the little one, Sophie. The parents told their daughter, "Go to the magic tree, Sophie, and make your Christmas wish." The little squirrel did as they said. She ran. When she approached the tree, she announced her wish. "Magic tree, I want a lot of nuts." Sophie didn't see any nuts. Magic tree, I want a lot of sweets." She didn't see any sweets either. Then the little squirrel said, "Magic tree, please make the house for my parents a little bigger. They feel so squeezed now." But the tree stood as still as before. Sophie sighed and headed back home, where a big surprise awaited her. When she arrived, she saw that her house had become bigger. Her happy parents waited for her there. As a result of Sophie's nice wish, the magic tree also provided lots of sweets and nuts for the squirrels. It was one of the most wonderful days for Sophie's family.
The Brave Jackal and the Mysterious Cave. Once upon a time in the forest, there lived a jackal. He was the friendliest animal in the whole forest, and everyone was very fond of him. One day, when he came before a huge cave, the jackal wanted to get back home before sunset. He was very scared of the night because he just could not see anything at all in the dark. He could hear a voice crying inside the cave. He slowly walked toward the cave and called out,
Hello, is anyone in there? Do you need any help?
But there was no answer from inside. He thought it would be best for him to get inside and find out what the problem was. But even before he could take one step towards the cave, a huge hand rushed out from inside the cave and pushed him right away. The jackal got very scared when he saw that the arm was that of a tiger. The jackal had no idea whether the tiger was friendly or not. To make matters worse, instead of letting the jackal go, the tiger kept his hold on him and very angrily said,
"You are not going inside there."
The jackal was shaking with fear. He nodded his head very slowly, shaking all the time through, and the minute the tiger let him go, he ran for his dear life. As the jackal continued on his way back home, he felt terrible about not being able to defend himself. He decided that the next morning, he would go to his friend, the lion. As soon as it was morning, the jackal started on his way to meet the lion.
What happened, my friend? What brings you here so early in the morning?
The lion greeted the jackal heartily. And the jackal went on to tell the lion about everything that had happened between him and the tiger the day before. "So I want you to train me and make me very strong. Then I can go and stand up to that mean tiger," concluded the jackal. For the next few days, the jackal trained very hard to become strong. Thanking the lion for all his help, the jackal started walking towards the tiger's cave. The jackal approached the cave door and yelled,
Come on, you big mean tiger. Come out of your cave.
"What do you want, Jackal? Did I not tell you to stay out of this cave?"
said the tiger in a very gruff voice. But the jackal did not back down today.
Oh, really? And why is that?
"Because there is a broken glass inside the cave, and it is impossible to see in the dark. I heard that you could not see anything in the dark, and so I did not want you to cut yourself like I had cut myself,"
replied the tiger. The jackal was very ashamed of himself and could not even look at the tiger after that. Moral of the story is, find out what the problem is before trying to solve it. Please do like, share, and subscribe to Gen Z Ben Z Kids for more stories.
Brave Eaglet's first flight.
Once upon a time, a loving couple of eagles built a nest on top of a high cliff. They were happy and looked forward to seeing their 3 baby eaglets hatch. Soon, the eaglets began to poke through their shells. At first, only 2 little brothers came out. The third one took its time. The parents began to worry until they heard a crackle. Finally, the third eaglet was hatched. They called him Kevin. The family was happy beyond all measure. The baby eaglets were so cute. The days passed and the eaglets grew. It was time for them to learn to fly. The parents taught their fledglings how to flap their wings. The eagles sat on the edge of the nest and watched curiously. The elder brothers flew up towards their parents. Now it was Kevin's turn, but when he looked down, he was afraid of the height. He stepped back in doubt. Kevin looked up and saw his family soaring in the sky, but he still was scared. Suddenly, Kevin noticed something in the distance. A beautiful butterfly flew toward him. She approached and sat on the edge of the nest. Kevin was enchanted with her beauty and couldn't take his eyes off her. Then they started playing together, and soon the eaglet forgot that he was afraid to fly. After a while, it was time for the butterfly to go, so she started to fly away. Kevin watched her go and realized that if he didn't overcome his fear, he would never learn to fly. He closed his eyes, took a deep breath, stood on the edge of the nest, flapped his wings, and flew. When Kevin realized that he was flying easily and freely, his heart filled with joy. Now, the whole family was soaring high up in the sky, and everybody was happy. Kevin learned that believing in oneself works wonders.
Honesty is the best policy. In a sunny meadow, 3 friends played together every day. Benji loved to climb trees. Lily enjoyed skipping around. And Sam loved collecting pebbles. They were the best of friends. One day, while playing hide and seek, Lily found a shiny golden pebble. "Wow, look what I found!" she exclaimed. Her friends gathered around, their eyes wide with excitement. "It must be magical," said Sam. Benji, always the jokester, whispered, "Let's keep it a secret. If we tell everyone, they might want it too." The friends looked at each other, unsure. Lily said, "But what if it belongs to someone?" Sam, feeling uneasy, said, "I think we should find out who it belongs to. It's not right to keep it a secret." Lily nodded. "Yes, we should be honest." The friends agreed to search for the owner of the golden pebble. As they walked through the woods, they met a wise old man with a walking stick. "Excuse me, sir," said Lily. "We found this golden pebble. Do you know who it belongs to?" The man adjusted his glasses and thought for a moment. The man replied, "That pebble belongs to the great oak tree. It is a special stone that helps the tree grow strong." The friends gasped. "We must return it," said Sam, feeling proud of their decision. The friends hurried to the great oak tree. When they arrived, they placed the golden pebble at its roots. Suddenly, the tree shimmered with golden light, and the friends felt a warm breeze. "Thank you for your honesty," the tree whispered. The friends felt proud. "Honesty really is the best policy," said Lily. They learned that being truthful brought them joy and made their friendship stronger. They danced around the tree, celebrating their good deed. From that day on, the friends promised to always be honest with each other. They shared their thoughts and feelings, knowing that honesty would keep their friendship strong. And they continued to play together every day. And so, Benji, Lily, and Sam learned that honesty is the best policy, and they lived happily ever after, sharing adventures and secrets, always being truthful to one another. Please do like, share, and subscribe to Gen Z Ben Z Kids for more stories.